Hello guys, I'm here to tell you that I'm not good at Fortnite and I know it. But what I do know is I enjoy playing Fortnite and I want to get better at the game. The Fortnite Rewind series is about reviewing my fights to figure out what I did well and what I could have done better. And let me just say there's always going to be a whole lot better that needs to happen. So let's jump into today's battle. In this episode of Fortnite Rewind, we're coming off a number of failed attempts to get the Cube Queen challenge done. They were really poor efforts. So my goal at this point is I'm trying to figure out where I can find sideways that allow me to go and get a sideways weapon so that I can find a minigun to destroy my enemies and finish the cube so I can get the skin. What I realized very quickly is that the drops for the sideways are not really in good spots. They're near hot spots. I just want to try to get the challenge done. I'm trying to go, okay, well, none of those are good. Let me go to Misty. That seems like a good place to fight for the day. I go through my challenges and notice that, hey, I need to get the quest from Penny. Penny's at retail. Let's change our destination. Let's head over to retail. I'm looking at retail and I'm like, well, where should we land in retail? This is a place I've dropped a number of times. But I'm like, well, let's go somewhere near Penny. Let's go to the house nearest Penny. Let's get some basic loot. We'll go get the challenge and be on our way in the world. Maybe fight a battle or two. I don't really want to get into many battles. I'm trying to get the Penny challenges in place so that we can move that along and get my daily challenges done. And I just don't want to get drilled right away. So I land at this house. I don't think I've ever landed at this house. And I quickly realized why I have never landed at this house. There's really not much here. I get a burst, which is not ideal. I do get a pot. That's going to be handy to get some health. I'm looking, is there anything up top? There's nothing up there. Let's go down below, see what's on the first floor. I drop in. There's a shotgun, fortunately. Otherwise, it could have been really bad. I come in here. There's a chest up above. I drop and get a nice little AR. There's battling going on outside. I'm like, okay, let me get my stuff here together. Let me pop this big pot. And then we're going to go out and see what's going on in the battle. Because I can hear them fighting out there. There's all this battling going on. I'm like, okay, let's get in on it. I got some health. I got a shotgun. I got an AR. And this is what happens. Something up above me. Are you kidding me? No! Holy cow. Is that him? Is everybody dead? Let's go ahead and rewind that fight. Okay, the first battle is a bot. Pretty straightforward, easy kill. Pause. At this point, I hear the player above my head. He's probably on the roof. And my first thing is to try to build a roof over top of my head. And I fail pretty miserably at that. Pause. At this point, the player has pretty much jumped down on my head, and we begin to get into this funky battle of jumping around and moving around as we try to track each other and get the kill. Fortunately, I'm able to track better than he is and get the kill. I know this is pathetic, but hey, this is what happens in 50-50 battles sometimes. At this point, I get third-partied and begin to panic build. All I do is pretty much box him in with myself. We begin the pathetic jump and shoot at each other as we try to track each other. And we have this sad fight going back and forth when I do what I do so well and cap myself. At this point, I'm underneath. He's got the high ground, and I'm kind of stuck. When fortunately we get third-partied by yet another fighter. And here's where I make probably my highest IQ move of this battle, and I let them fight, which turns out to be a good thing as the new third partier comes in and takes out the bad guy. Well, the guy I had been fighting, at least. I then edit down. I think I completely surprise him. He starts to reload his shotgun, and I get the kill, and I survive that flurry of activity. All in all, that was a pretty good battle series from me. I'm able to survive, go through, loot, retail, and continue on my journey into the game. Go ahead and get my quest from Penny, get a car, get out of there, and this is what happens. Holy cow, what happened over here? Where the hell did you go? I don't know where he went. He had a mythic. Okay, let's rewind this abomination. The first stupid moment is, why didn't I just try to run this person over with a car? Why did I get out to start this fight? This is really just stupid play on my part. The second dumb thing I do is build on top of my car, making it impossible for me to leave the battle if I need to get out in a hurry. Now, on the positive note, I did make a nice build up here and I didn't cap myself, so there is that. At this point, we're just exchanging gunfire, and I'm pretty much waiting for him to come to me. I really don't have a lot of mats to try to build over to him. I mean, that's probably my play. Should have been to start trying to build over towards him. Instead, I kind of wait for him to come towards me, which is not ideal, but hey, that's what happens sometimes in these games. Sometimes I'm just not aggressive, and I probably should be. But hey, I do get some chip damage, and now I'm just kind of waiting for him to come over, get on top of my head, and jump down. We end up in the storm, which always makes me a little panicky. Not really a good position, but I get another chip shot on him. He caps me. I try to go up. It really doesn't work very well for me. I end up going down. This is probably where I should have done a retake, but I'm just not good enough. I eventually find myself in the ground. I'm trying to get in my car. I'm trapped the car into my build. I try to knock the build down. That doesn't work. At this point, he's coming around the corner and has a much, much better close-range weapons than I do and finishes me off really pathetically. I mean, really, I did a lot of things wrong in that battle, and I paid the price. The not running him over, not putting the car outside my build. I could have probably gotten away. My goal was to try to reestablish a different battle spot where I wasn't on the low ground. Realistically, I should have done it as a rebuild. I didn't. My next thought was, hey, if I can escape out, I can reset the battle, and maybe we can try again. And it just didn't really work out for me, and I got clapped like I should have. But that ends this edition of the Fortnite Rewind. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a great day if you want to.